This is Made to Measure at Adaptor Clothing. My name is Paul Brown and I'm the head tailor here. This service is now in its third year, but I have 17 plus years experience in selling suiting, and Made to Measure here has been a huge success story. We've made over 150 suits in that time, and several of those customers have come back for multiple suits since seeing us for the first time. You may want to come to us for a suit that you need for a wedding. Maybe it's your own wedding, maybe it's your daughter or your son's wedding, maybe you've just got a party that you want to go to, or maybe you've got a do or an event later on in the year and you want to really have a wow factor with your suit. So whatever the occasion, whatever time of year, we will be able to find something for you. We have weights right across the board, from very, very lightweight fine Italian wools to more heavy flannels and things more suitable for winter. Some really classic, retro and classy fabrics to choose from, but there's also some really contemporary and slightly wilder things in there as well. And if you want to go bold, I'll absolutely always encourage that, and I'll talk you through, avoiding any fashion faux pas with it as well. On the fabric front, we have 1,700 plus fabrics, checks, plains, etc. And just to give you an example, here's two of the card options. So the Kensington and the Derby in here, there's absolutely bucket loads. And through here, loads of colour, checks, all sorts, different weights, which we can talk you through. So that's the Kensington lot, and then on the Derby, we have here whatever you've got in mind, or you fancy doing something a bit different, we're going to be able to help. We've got absolutely loads and loads of options. We also have some luxury mills, so Dorme mohairs, which is what I've got on now. Stunning, stunning material. We've also got Italian mills and Barbarus, Raider, again, the list goes on. So there's all those sorts of things that we can show you as well. We do have cottons. We have things like seersuckers and that, loads of options on seersuckers. So if you just want a jacket, by all means, we can do that as well. We know a lot of you guys love your mohair tonics. They are becoming increasingly difficult to get a hold of and therefore increasingly expensive. We offer a two-piece suit in a proper tonic mohair for £1,300. But again, made to measure to fit you, and you choose all the styling options and the lining and everything else that goes with it. So these guys are great. We call this fabric in. There's some lovely, beautiful colours here. These are 30% mohairs, so they're the real deal, and you get that real two-tone effect with all of these. And I have an example here to show you. This one just arrived this morning in this beautiful ginger and jade mohair, and it just looks stunning, looks £1,000,000. So it's absolutely worth the money. So if you're interested in that, that is always an option. When you're looking at the various fabrics, we can tell you there and then whether they're in stock and available to order. And then we can also look at the letter code and look at the pricing. So we have it all written out, so there's no ambiguity about what the pricing is. We'll just tell you there and then. Once you've selected that fabric, there's no change to that. No matter what you do with pockets, buttons, go as wild as you like, the price is fixed at the fabric. As I say, two-piece suits start at $720, and generally speaking, you'll add another 25% if you would like a waistcoat with the suit as well. And shirting starts at $110. And goes up again dependent on the fabric that you choose. But there's loads and loads of options at every price band, so we'll be able to find something for you, definitely. On the lining front, you've got over 150 options on linings, and there's some fantastic stuff to choose from here. So if you want these luxury printed silks, again, just something a bit flashier that's going to really jump out when you open up your jacket, those are there. And we also have obviously the classic, the tonic linings, the plains in the satins. We have paisleys, we have polka dots, we have confetti styles. So again, loads and loads. There'll be something either to create some contrast or something really classic and classy that's maybe more tonal to whatever fabric you've chosen. So loads and loads of options there as well. When you come into the appointment, we'll obviously sit down. The first thing really is to settle on some fabrics and get an idea of what you're looking for in that regard. But when we get down into the nitty gritty, really exactly the style options that you want, we can refer to our style manual here, which runs through in the most basic form, the pocket options, things that we can do with the linings, options on pockets for trousers, etc. Again, this is a very reduced version of that. I can show you absolutely everything, but I know exactly the sort of things probably that you're going to be looking for, and I can point you in the direction of those, as we have master models here to show you examples of the different options. For instance, this one here, this blue suit, we've done the slanted pockets, so we can talk about the angle of the pockets. We've got the AMF stitching up here, the pull out pocket lining, the covered buttons, so we can explore the options, but I have examples here to show you, so you're not there's no guesswork involved. When it comes to styling details as well, we go right to the nth degree if you want to. So we have a huge selection of thread colours, which can also be used for embroidery as well. So we can either match in with the fabric that you've got, or you can do something contrast if you want contrasting buttonholes, etc. We also have the various felt colours for the back of the collar. And we can also do that in suedes here as well. So there's loads and loads of colour. Again, if you want to contrast, create some pop, maybe match it in with the lining, that's all here as well. And then piping options, maybe on the inside you want a little bit of pop just around the inside of the lining. So we've got all those to show you as well as obviously dozens and dozens of buttons here. So you can just marry them up to the fabric, get a close match, or again, if you want to contrast, so many options here on buttons as well. With it being made to measure, of course, we can also do embroidery. That's both on the shirting and on the suiting side. So here you can see this customer's had his name sewn on the inside there. And again, you can choose whatever colour you like. Loads and loads of colour options on that, and there are several fonts, and you choose the size and the exact placement of where you'd like that, either on the shirt or the suit. Once we've been through all of your fabric choices, once we've spoken about all the styling details and everything else that you're after, it comes then to the measure, which is the final part of an appointment. So I go top to toe all the way through, and I take an awful lot of measurements, far more than you'd ever expect with a normal made to measure service. This is really, really detailed. I also take posture observations of the way that you stand, your natural stance, all the way through the trouser and the jacket. That's also included on shirting as well, so you get a really nicely fitted shirt. This stuff I'll write down here. This is for me to deliberate on once we finish the appointment, and I really pour over this information and really dial in all the measurements to make sure that your final suit is the perfect fit. On the shirting front, again, absolutely tons and tons of options in terms of fabrics, colours, patterns, checks, stripes, the list goes on. Whether you want a button-down collar, maybe you want the classic point, maybe you want a tab collar, or even a bar pin through. Again, loads and loads of options there. We've got more options on cuffs than I care to even recall. So single cuffs, double cuffs, buttons, ones for cufflinks, etc, etc. The list goes on. So many options on the shirting front. You choose even the length of the collar that you would like, the depth of the cuff. So tons and tons there. And just to give you a quick example of what we're talking about on the breadth and depth of the shirting here, there's absolutely loads. These start at 120. Again, the price is dictated by the fabric that you choose, but once you've chosen a fabric, whatever you want to do, have as many buttons and pockets and epaulettes and everything else as you like, but it will not affect the price. You choose the fabric, that sets the price. As well as suiting and shirting, which are the two big parts of what we do here, we do also make outerwear. So we can make you a Harrington, a rain jacket style if you like, a bomber jacket, and we do also do jeans as well. So on the jeans card we have these options. You have true denim, salvage denims, or you have four-way stretch denims as well. Again, cut to your specification, whatever rise you want on the trouser, whether you want it with a turn up, etc, etc. Loads and loads of options there. On the outerwear, loads of melt and wools to choose from, herringbones, dogtooths, plains, that's all there as well. And we have a weatherwear folder for more raincoat styles in these as well. So absolutely tons. We could do you an entire wardrobe if you wanted in made to measure. Alongside the suiting and the shirting side of things, we are also an official Loke stockist. So if you're going to spend 800, 900, 1,000 and beyond on a nice, really well fitted suit, you're going to want a decent pair of shoes. So we have access to the full Loke catalogue. We have some stock here, but we can order in absolutely anything from them. We have the latest catalogue here, which we can just talk you through and find a style that's going to be absolutely perfect for your suit. As a made-to-measure customer, you'll benefit from a 15% discount when you place an order with us there and then when we're doing the suit at the same time. So we really can get you kitted out head to toe, and we've got options as well on accessories. Once we've done your initial 2-hour appointment here at our HQ in Saffron Walden in North Essex, we would then go away and have the suit made up. It's a 6-week lead time, and then we'd have you back for a first fitting. Now, 99 times out of 100, the suit will fit you there and then, and you'll walk away happy that day. However, if there is a little nip and a tuck, and if there ever is, it is only very, very minor, we will go away another couple of weeks to get any alterations done, whether it be on the cuffs or the length of the trouser or something needs taking in or letting out or whatever. That gets done in the next couple of weeks, and then we can ship the suit out to you. But you'll definitely come back into us for a first fitting. If there is any alts that need doing, assuming that they are only minor, we'll just ship it out to you, as I say, or we'll maybe have you in for a second fitting just to make sure that you're absolutely 100% happy. So all of that over a 8-week period end to end. If you're interested in our made to measure services, head to our website, scroll right to the very bottom. It will say made to measure down there, and all the information that I've just covered in this video is all written down, so you can refer to it again, but also you'll find a link to our inquiry page. When you click through to that, we'll ask for your basic details, your postcode, telephone number, email address, your name. We'll ask you what sort of garment you're interested in and the quantity of, and we will also ask if there's a date that you're aiming to have the suit, shirt or whatever ready for. That gives us an idea of the urgency and factoring in the lead time as well. So fill that out. That then comes through to us, and you'll either get a phone call or an email from me, and I will ask you a few more questions about, more specific requirements. There is also a box for you if you've got any special requirements straight off the bat. You can enter those down at the bottom of the inquiry form. So we'll have an initial conversation, and once we're all happy and you think you're happy to proceed, then we'll look at dates for getting you down to our HQ here in Saffron Walden for that first 2-hour appointment. That's everything in a nutshell on the made to measure service. As I say, my name is Paul, I'm the head tailor here, so you will come and see me and I will talk you through absolutely everything. I hope this video has been informative. I hope it's maybe answered some of the questions that maybe you had, but if you do have more questions, please do email us or call us on 01992 501 616, and I will gladly talk you through everything. But I look forward, hopefully, to seeing you very soon.